Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy!
To go over before we begin. For your safety, please remain seated at the conclusion of the performance until the auditorium lights are fully illuminated. During the concert, please turn off your devices, but for right now, you might want to take them out and start recording, because this isn't something you see every day. Julia Lee and the first violins, will you please stand? I have an important question for you, and I would like everyone to hear.
Hello, good evening. Love is in the air. I'm Carlos Eduardo transmitting from all the way from Miami. That's why if we start to go off the script, that will happen. All the way from Miami. This is After Hours, our 79th episode. And I'm not going to be, as always, not going to be alone here. I'm going to be with my two buddies. First, let me bring our friend from Kentucky, and then I have a special introduction from him. Look.
I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her.
I don't know what that was about, but I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just here so I don't get fined tonight.
Let me bring our other friend. So it's getting harder and harder to find the clips. But I got this one for him. It's pretty special.
This kind of stuff, the emotional stuff, it's not your thing. I thought I'd save you the trouble.
Maybe I don't want to be saved the trouble. Maybe I want the trouble. I haven't wanted the trouble in a long time, but with you, the trouble doesn't seem so troubling.
Jason Canapp.
Give me the trouble. Give me the trouble.
Buddies, let's talk Disney. Love is in the air. Tonight
Love is in the air.
Yeah,
yes.
tonight it's going
That's
to
scary when there's three guys on one show.
that's and I was trying to think about many different and I don't like that song. Love is in the air. I don't like it. It's something that I
That's a song.
Can't take my eyes off you. Also, it's the one that I don't like. I don't know.
I
love that song.
What the love song? The one that I love. It says L is for the way you.
That's a good song too.
Look to me
tonight.
O is for the only one I see. V
Well, we won't get a copyright.
Is very,
for this, 'cause we
very
got the words wrong.
extraordinary.
I may have a
E.
different version of that song.
No, I don't want to hear.
Oh no! Of course he does.
But let's talk Disney. So, but you know that we're a little bit before the Valentine's specials, but there's a good reason. Is that next week we're not going to be able to present our show. Actually, starting Saturday, there's some chances that we do some little surprise impromptu live show-ups just to tell you how we are and where we are. It all depends on the internet connectivity, but...
And how deep Carlos's wallet is.
Let's see.
Pedal to the metal, baby.
The good thing is that Mr. Canapp is Michelle and Henry are heading to South Florida tomorrow.
That's what they keep telling me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's good. And the good thing is that Collin is in the middle of an ice storm.
Yes, very much so. So that's tons of fun.
Yeah, but
rub it in.
I received some videos. I received some videos from.
What's this? Do you get better reception when you do this?
No, it's because it's popping out. I need to adjust that.
Mort calling Orson. Come in, Orson.
I'm not used with that. I have big ears. Buddies. And that is okay. That's something that we have to bring now. And first of all, I need to bring this. I have to ask everybody to like and to share our show. I'm forgetting about this really little thing here, but it's really important for us. Like and share our show. Whatever you are, Facebook, YouTube. It's always better YouTube, but Facebook, YouTube, you can share and like there. And if you are on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and to turn on the notification and like the video, yes, for sure. Okay. Let's say hello.
We've got names. We do have names. People decided to show up this week, and I'm not really sure why, but it's good to have you here.
Yeah.
We've got Butch Rosenthal joining us, Megan Kirsch, Caleb Joshua Hill, as always. Good to see you, buddy. Kelly Lawrence, guy named Jason that we can't seem to get rid of. He likes to dance a lot.
Jason.
We got Neil T. Metcalf. I'm sorry, I always butcher people's names, but Royal Edits? I don't know if that's a YouTube tag or what that is. If that's your name, that's a cool name. It's good to see you here.
We have Carrie Krieger here. We also have Jonah Hill is here with us. And Jason, who do you see there?
Well, I see Ken Graff just came in. Caleb, always good to see you, buddy. Wendy is here with us. Christine Sutcliffe is joining us. Christine, it's so good to see you. Ginger is here with us. Susie's here with us. Very Collins, good to see you as well. And Butch from Baltimore, you already mentioned. I'm going to say it again. And hello to my mom, and hello to my wife, Michelle. And Greg Dyke is joining us from the Great White North as well.
Fred Abley is here. Our buddy Fred Abley is here.
Yes. What did you say?
Patricia is here. We saw Peter Mino. Yeah, Peter Mino is here. Mary T. Wells is here.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Anthony's here.
Good to see you all. It's good to.
Let's just do this all night.
Yes, and I like
Gustavo's here. Good to see you, Gustavo.
Wine and chocolates. Wine and chocolates.
Mary's here. Well, it's good to see you. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop now.
And Andrew Prince is here.
Oh, I'm gonna see him soon.
Yes, and Ken. Ken is in Woohoo, South Florida. Is Ken in South Florida?
I guess so. I don't know. He's gonna be there soon.
The gang here is.
Who's with us tonight is going on this little boat that we're gonna get on. That we're hopefully all gonna get on.
Yes. Who is going to be there?
We don't know. If you're with us tonight, let us know. Or if you're watching on the replay, let us know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, that song. That song.
Love it.
Well, Ken is in Fort Lauderdale. Ken. Oh. Yeah, Ken. It was Sunday. I took my lovely wife for a drive. We drove around Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is lovely. It's lovely, and we do have a brand new friend here, Marcos Valença from Recife. Recife is a lovely town in northeast Brazil. Marcos, abraço, Marcos. Good to see you here.
Hello to Marla Tan, who just came in. Good to see you.
Marla is also here.
I'm going to see Marla soon.
Yes.
Soon, Marla.
Yeah.
You could only be so lucky, Marla.
Why Marla is not showing up here for me? I don't know.
Because she's on the good side.
No, but it's the good side is.
I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, she is in YouTube. She's in YouTube. Anybody. Okay, she's in.
She's supposed to be.
Oh no, shit. Marla's here. No cruise for me, but I'll be in Walt Disney World in a week.
Yeah,
great. Okay. Okay.
Well,
love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Oh, buddies.
Love boat tonight.
Who is going to be the first one?
To help me. Make it me. Let it be me.
Me. Okay. Buddy. Mm-hmm. Let me get ready here. Now is the time.
Now is the best time.
Buddies, we do have some. There was not. It was not a busy. Week in terms of news, but
until today.
But then today, yeah, and for the big news that we received today, I don't have a card. So, and actually, I will be quite frank, because I was setting up the whole show. I had no opportunity to read the details.
I can help us with that one, I think.
Yes, please.
You talking about the big one, the cruise one?
Yes.
Okay, so officially, as of this afternoon, Disney has postponed the debut of The Wish. It's going to be, Jason, help me with the date if you remember correctly, but I think it's July 22nd now.
New date or the old date or the
new date? I think it's July 22nd now, because it was sometime in June, I believe.
You just keep talking. I'll know.
Yeah. So essentially, they canceled the first 6 weeks or so of cruises. Because the ship's simply not ready yet. It's some kind of delay with the manufacturer of the ship that Disney has chosen to help them create it, which is unfortunate, but 'tis kind of the way things are going right now. Nonetheless, it will be doing initial sailings just later in the year, and anybody who's booked on those sailings gets a discount.
The new sail date is July 14th right now?
14th? Okay. So the initial, and then I know the people that were booked on the inaugural will be still on the inaugural by the sounds of it. And they'll get a 50% discount on the rebook for the inconvenience. And anybody that was affected by it during that 6 weeks or so that they are not going to be selling, but they were supposed to be selling, also get a 50% discount on whenever their rebooking was. And they don't have to take that when Disney places them on the ship. They have until, I think, the end of the year to go on any voyage that they choose that has availability at a 50% discount. So that's kind of a big thing, but it's also kind of one of those things. Disney didn't have to do the 50% discount, but they did. So at least they're trying to make it right to an extent. But some things happen. They are pretty much all sold out. So at some point it had to get shuffled if it wasn't going to
I'm gonna create bumper stickers that say some things happen.
Yes.
Some things happen. Yep.
But you know one thing.
You saw a lot of those right now.
And buddies, we all know it's not a surprise that, particularly when something that in a project that big, we're talking about a big ship with not only one manufacturer. There are many different vendors that are coming with different stuff. So to get
Supply
a delay
nightmare.
and to get a delay of 6 weeks is not bad news. It's surprising. In some cases, you have delays of years. And
it's a big project, clearly.
And it's a big project. And I think that the way that they tackle the issue I think is great.
They've handled it pretty well. I feel bad for the people that were on that inaugural sailing that had booked it months in advance because it was hard to get, but looks like they're still going to get that same benefit. So, All right, that's the main one. That's the big one.
Okay, so I do have some other. I have actually a beautiful video. But the video of I'll leave for later on, okay? But let's bring the regular cards in use, and the first thing
you steer this ship, we'll go with you.
There is a lot of talks about Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, and some pictures of the developments and the.
That's a good way. Go back. I haven't seen this shot. Okay, let me just study this for a second. Oh.
It is.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah. It is one thing that is what is was always in the map, but I did not realize that the Journey of Water will be in World Celebration, the neighborhood, and so it's not in the other part of the park. So it is nice. It is really close to Spaceship Earth, and it is. But
kind of inside the monorail loop versus outside the monorail loop in an odd way.
What's going on though in the space that space where they were going to do the elevated thingy-majiggy with that? It's a big amount of space over there.
Anything
what are they going to?
What's going to happen? Currently, at least announced.
Something in there. Like, what are they going to do?
You cannot. Well, you can see that it's a little bit over the double E. That's the place they were supposed. There's some
know.
work
Where-
there.
where-
There's some, but
That's
it's
where
not
Carlos
big
is
work.
building his next
It's not a
house.
big work. So I think they built the foundations, and they're waiting for probably when the money show up.
The money's come rolling in, as Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote for in Evita. Like the money keeps rolling in.
It's true. It's true. And
So with what I don't know. Okay, I have this question for you. You ready? Are you more excited about the Journey of Water Moana neighborhood, whatever it's called? Are you more excited about that coming, or the bottlenecks of the walls to be removed, like to be able to actually walk without
The walls.
No. I'm a little more excited about the
walls.
walls coming down. Just let me flow freely.
I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those things that I walk
I'm
through
pretty.
once.
I'm pretty excited that I think that what they're gonna bring together with the journey is that the rest of the of World Celebration will be pretty ready pretty soon, and I think that they're pushing that. I was talking with Collin yesterday about this because the rest is basically a lawn and some landscaping. So you're gonna have that space for you pretty soon. And my suspicion is that I think that they're bringing Food and Wine Festival to start to July. I think right after.
Wouldn't be surprised. It keeps going forward every year.
I would not be surprised if they start Food and Wine Festival already in that area. That would be great.
Be interesting. It'd be an easy draw.
To make it like a festival area.
That's the whole idea of the World Celebration. Is the idea is to get the biggest part of the food of the festivals.
Yeah. Right.
So
It'll be interesting.
But at the same time, don't allow locals in.
Yeah, you don't get to go.
It is a problem. It is a conundrum right now where you can't necessarily. Epcot, I think, has the easiest. I think in terms of reservation availability, usually has the most.
It's
availability.
always been that way. I mean,
But
for the most part, that or Animal Kingdom.
It still is not at the point where you can say like, "Oh, it's Friday night. Let's go to Epcot."
Yeah, I have a feeling that's not coming back.
But
I
what's
hope it
interesting
does,
is that
but-
it's still like that in their marketing materials. That it's like the way when you become. I mean, so there has to be a balance, and if they're gonna, and I love the festivals, and I think the festivals are great, and I think that I want to partake in the festivals, but I think that there's going to be this push pull happening for a while where people you actually have some competing interests even within the company. I think where they're being incentivized in opposite directions.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's going to be
one's trying to sell passes, the other one's trying to sell day tickets.
One thing is
and some are trying to sell festival, like they're trying to have the festival revenue. Yeah.
And one thing is right. I think that if you follow the whole story of Epcot since this original idea, it was such a challenge for Disney to get to the point of that they really know the personality of the park, and I think they got it right now because it is a celebration place. It is a place where you have the festivals and we get together. It's not about the attractions. It is about the people that go there to enjoy, to celebrate that space. So I think it's great. I think it's great, and I'm looking forward that whole area to be ready.
Two things. First, Greg Dykes says there was supposed to be a multi-level building as well in the celebration area, but I think that is off the books. And that is correct. That is
so far.
Yeah. The other comment from my mother says, "What? I can't get on Remy. I've been trying since October. This is why I didn't get on Slinky Dog until I got on with Collin Kendall." How many years?
Like 3 years after it opened.
Because Jason doesn't wait in 100-minute plus lines. It's not going to happen.
I'm surprised we got him to wait like 30 or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's because I had your family to talk to.
That's true.
And
I don't know if that's an incentive or not.
And that's why our friend Marcos, I cannot for some reason is not showing up here, but he's saying, guys, what do you think about the Disneyfication of Epcot, which is adding Disney characters attraction to back? I think since Eisner we see that, but it's not the fact of Disneyfication of what not, but I think finally they got the idea of that is a celebratory place, and being a celebratory place, you're gonna celebrate with the Disney characters too. And a good example, and I love what they did with Rainbow Connection and the Spaceship Earth. It is amazing. Some people don't like say, "Oh, the Muppets don't belong to Epcot."
I mean, I can go both ways with it a little bit, but for the most part, it's like I don't mind the subtlety of it.
Yeah.
Like Grand Fiesta Tour or Frozen. I mean, that's probably the most obvious example is being the Frozen attraction. And at first, it kind of hated it, and then it kind of grows on you because the way that it's somewhat tastefully done. Like, there are certain pavilions that it's like, I don't like the way this is implemented. And I think we may see some more of that as it goes on. But as long as you keep some of the initial essentials, I don't really have any issue with it.
I never heard anybody complain about the Kermit and Miss Piggy topiaries during Flower and Garden.
Probably because they're seasonal.
And I do understand what he means by the Disneyification, or like I get it, and I think because on the one hand, anything they put in the space is Disney, right? I mean, everything's Disney. I think sometimes that's actually lost on Disney. Like after my mother and I watched Harmonious against my better judgment again last Saturday, and after we left the park, we listened to the Illuminations soundtrack on the way home, and it's just night and day in terms of just the storytelling that happens just through the music itself, the crescendo that is reached, the way it's incredible. It's a very different show. It's just not the same thing. No. And I think that's for me. I'm one person. I don't get to decide. I'm one person's opinion. So, but from my point of view, I think that's the piece that's missing in bringing the characters in. You don't. It's not enough to just bring the characters in. These characters are beloved. The movies are beloved. The stories are beloved. The music is beloved. Yes, that's all true. But what's not true is you can't like think of all the good food you have in your refrigerator, all the things you love that are in there right now, calling to you, Carlos, right? But if you took all those things out and put them all in the same dish, it probably wouldn't taste very good. And I think that's like, you can't just take these characters and plop them into any show and take all the music and pop it into a show without a kind of story that connects it all and then expect it to be spectacular. It's not.
Don't make it a copy and paste material you already have. Yeah.
I think they'll get there, but I think what we are experiencing right now is this iteration. It's this iteration that's happening within Disney where they're trying to figure that out. It's almost like we're watching this weird adolescent phase happening. It's like all of a sudden we're watching Disney in middle school or something. It's really weird. It's awkward. It's kind of scary, but it'll emerge. And the other thing, I'm not going to name names, but
Carlos is having middle school flashbacks.
somebody that we all know and respect a lot recently was explaining, or I think trying to explain that, the belief is that Chapek is kind of this, he's this guy who is important for this moment in time, and to kind of have this financial impact and to make certain set of decisions that are going to move the company in this other direction and put them on a good financial footing and so forth, right? And then after that, they'll bring a creative in. And I think to a certain degree that's correct. But if that's the case, what I would hope is that they stop allowing creative direction to be happening at that level, because listen to your Imagineers. Go back to those folks. Go back to the roots. Look at all the great stuff that they've been doing. Listen to them.
But one thing I like to remember is that we did that all different phases, and it's not that what we're having right now is only happening now. There was things in the past, particularly with Epcot. There's some abominations that happened in the past. Do you guys remember when we used to leave the American Adventure and go to watch the Barbie show in the?
Not we.
I remember seeing it. I've not seen it in person though, because I saw it in person. Mid-90s.
I saw when they did that circus, and you have elephants. And
that's what I'm saying. They will try.
I can get behind that though. That sounds kind of fun.
Right, and that's why I think that let them try things. It's fine.
I don't think some of these.
I just wish they would try things like the kite show. Like the kite show, I love when they experiment with something like that because it's so easy to just pop that in, pop it out, pop it in. You know, like that's fine. The harmonious monoliths aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
No, they're gonna adjust the show.
They've got to rationalize
They're gonna
that
adjust the
purchase a
show
little bit first.
And one thing,
I'm
Jason,
just hoping the cost of steel goes so high that the only financial thing that makes sense is to dismantle it.
when you were there on Sunday, do you saw if during the day there's the fountains were working or it was quiet?
I don't think they were that day. I don't think they were that day. But it was also windy and cold, very cold.
Okay, yeah, probably makes sense.
It would have frozen. Like
Let's move on the news, okay?
I doubt it.
yeah.
The other piece of news is another thing that is getting in shape faster than we were expecting, and that's Tron. Tron is, and they're starting to.
Oh, look, they're filling it in.
They're filling the canopy, but Jason, you know
a
one
point
thing?
here. This is kind of weird.
It is like a canva. It's not a fixed material. It's a canva.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the whole thing is. I know one
He's
of
just
those
gonna blow away.
one of those little stronger winds that sometimes we do have here in Florida. When it goes through that, I think that probably it's
gonna be
retractable.
fine.
I don't know.
No, I trust Disney's engineers and these guys. These are some of the smartest people in the world, and they've built things like they have done this again and again. They know what they're doing. They don't make a mistake of that.
Oh,
So,
look
at the size of these people. Look at that. Look how tiny those people are compared to the size of that structure. This is not going anywhere.
And
What I don't know is there's 6-year-olds that are up there just laying it out.
Okay.
I love it. I'm so looking forward to Tron. I'm so looking forward to Guardians. I'm so looking forward to Tron. I love it. I love it.
I think Guardians is going to be a nice surprise. The Tron. I'm also excited. I think Tron
I
is
just want to make a video.
What
Tron
they-
is massive too. It's so massive. Have you seen
what
like,
they
it's
It's huge, yeah.
what they say is something that will be ready between December
at some point,
December or March. No, there's still a chance that we're gonna have this year. It all depends on.
Could you imagine if that opened like the week before Christmas? What that crowd's gonna be like? Oh man,
I'm so looking forward to it. I love it.
Mary
love
saying,
Tron.
"I want my okay, the train back." Yeah, me too. Laura-
They're testing it.
Yes, it
So-
was
I don't know
testing
how
yesterday.
much could there possibly be to test?
Forwards, backwards, forwards,
Exactly.
backwards, forwards, backwards.
Marcos is
Go.
saying they don't look canvas in China. They look solid in China. Let's see.
Yeah, they don't. It's the way once they're up, it just kind of looks like a fiberglass structure. It's
If I remember correctly, I think it lights up, which should be kind of neat.
Yep.
oh,
Can you imagine the picture?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Another piece of news is not actually in Walt Disney World, but it's related to Walt Disney World. It's related to a dear friend of ours, Chef Art Smith. You know, he's during the summer.
I wish he was a friend of mine. He'd be great for parties. Come over. You cook for
but
us.
I don't-
you
Hire him.
awesome.
I'm sure you can hire him.
Exactly.
Chef Art Smith is opening.
Oprah did.
Is opening his Sunshine Diner in the MCO in Miami. My Orlando International Airport in the new
This is kinda cool.
new area there.
Oh, where is that?
I don't
Which
know.
terminal?
It's the new terminal.
So that's the weird thing. We looked at this last night. It's going to be the entirely new one. So we don't.
There's
even know
a
what's
new
gonna be in
terminal
there.
that they're building up there, so it's going to be there.
So that's a.
No, this is a concept art.
mock-up?
It's a
Okay.
concept
It
art.
looks so real.
Yes, it's
It does
beautiful.
look very realistic, but the
So-
chairs are the only giveaway.
So Chef Art Smith Sunshine Diner in the MCO in Orlando
Oh, that's
International.
gonna be great.
It's kind
But-
of brilliant too, because
wait
of,
a
like,
minute.
the timeline of it.
It is not the only thing from Disney Springs that's going to be open there. Because
Yeah, I know
there's
about this
also
one. This one's been announced for a while.
Wine Bar George,
Oh, that's
a real wine bar, the real wine bar.
yeah. We need that. They need that. Oakland Airport has a nice wine bar. Why doesn't Orlando have a nice wine bar?
And
They will.
you have George, you have the wine bar there.
Yes, I love that. I will have my charcuterie plate. I'm going to get to the airport extra early. I used to get there just in the nick of time. I may get there early now.
Well, the thing that we were discussing is like, I wonder if this is going to be the terminal that's like transportation for like the new railway thing instead of planes. So then maybe it's like parking there and then you move over or something, but we don't know. We don't know what's going to be in that terminal. Because it's that new building that's out by the side is what we could figure where that would be.
Oh, our buddy Selby is here. Selby say, I want
Get rid of everything in the food. Get rid of the food court stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
Get that
put
junk
it
out of there.
the
Bring this stuff in. Bring Wine Bar George in. Bring Art Smith in. Bring some Polite Pigs in too. They're fun. Like
no, but Polite Pig, they already have Polite Pig. The couple there, they have the Cask and Ladder. I think is the name
that's
at the airport.
Yeah. Yes.
It's in the Southwest terminal, Southwest or Delta terminal.
It moved from Winter Park to the.
It's across from the McDonald's. Yeah.
No, it's
the little
not.
food court thing is where the McDonald's and the
I get through that.
I
I spend as little time in that food court as I possibly can. I get through there as fast as I possibly can.
Well, it's right across the way.
It's
in that
like
little
purgatory
standing
to
area.
me.
It's got like a tree
Get
or
out of
something
here.
in the middle of it.
Megan liked the idea. Like a wine bar in the airport. Sign me up.
She's like, going to Disney? No, I'm just going to the airport.
Peter saying
They
they would have polite service pigs to be in the airport. Yes. Okay, so talking about food, let me go through some of the dishes that we're gonna have, and there's some special dishes for Valentine, and the special thing.
Where?
I will tell you where, and the special thing in some dishes, are only for a few days. And most of them are desserts, and actually all of them are desserts. And look at the first one. Look at this one. Ooh.
Like gold leaf?
Yes, gold leaf. This is the flourless chocolate cake. We have flourless.
Like a rectangular chocolate bar.
You have a flourless chocolate cake and dark chocolate. Cremant with fresh berries, raspberry, whipped cream, and
little meringue,
and the meringue. Yes, the meringues. Yeah, it's a raspberry meringue.
Meringue.
This is going to be. This is going to be in Coral Reef restaurant.
Oh.
And Jason, it's good because the Marcos.
I've been talking about us going back to Coral Reef.
Yeah, Marcos, who's watching us. Actually, he sent me a message asking about Coral Reef. It's been a while that I don't go to Coral Reef, and
I've never been.
Oh, really?
I went.
No,
I've been there
I like seafood, like salmon and stuff. I need to go.
Good. It's good. Good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's not going to knock your socks off in terms of the food. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not what it's designed for. I mean,
that's exactly. It's the setting.
It's the setting. Yeah, that's
what. It's what they're not video screens. It's actually
not crazy expensive either.
And when you go at lunch, lunch is a great time to go. And the scuba divers will
Scooby Dooby
and
Scooby Doobies. Yeah.
When the Crappy Doo comes out, and he feeds the fish, and they all swarm around, and you get the picture. You can take like pictures right
while you're eating fish.
Right? Don't think about it too much.
Let me bring the second dish, and look how lovely. Look how lovely, and that's why one thing I have to tell about this one here is only gonna be available February 14th. So you have only one day. One day to enjoy that.
Seriously, what are they going to do with all the supplies after that?
But that's the other one.
Some surprise rectangular dessert.
They're going to toss it in the fish tank.
But that's the other one. That's this one here. Look.
Oh,
this
proposal
is the engagement ring cake. It's called the engagement ring cake. Chocolate cake.
Okay, who's gonna buy this? Let's be honest, though.
Everyone will buy this.
Doesn't that give
all
a bit
the people?
So let me explain what it is. Chocolate cake filled with raspberry sauce, a top or a shortbread cookie complete with white chocolate engagement ring. It is going to be available at the ABC Commissary.
Come on.
Yes. ABC Commissary from February 11th to the 14th. You have 4 days. There.
Aggressive implications when you get a cupcake at ABC Commissary with a ring in it.
Why? It is the ABC Commissary, yes. And then let's go to the other one.
Okay, now we're back on track. Hold on.
Let
That's a
me
real
guess.
plate, at least.
Let me guess where this is. Let me guess.
Yes.
Sleepy Hollow.
No.
Backlot Express.
This one is the Hollywood Brown Derby from
Okay, that's-
from February 11th to February 14th. This is the red velvet white chocolate mousse.
Oh, that's a mousse. I was expecting to be one of those like gelatinous things like they served us at Riverbell Terrace for the Phantasmic dessert thing. Do you remember that? The
Yes,
purple
you're
thing?
right. You're right.
Yeah. It was
And
good.
then you have one that is going to be available in really different places. That is a cupcake. That is a special cupcake for Valentine's. That is going to be available at multiple resorts from February 9th to February 20th. So this is the one that is probably sticks for the as the Valentine's treat. I like that.
The ones that'll be in the display cases, probably.
But that falls into the category right after the cruise. Right after the cruise, Carlos is going to be on diet, so forget about treats. The only treat I have in is watermelon. And
Does that count?
and that vegetable.
We'll get you a pineapple to go with it.
Cucumber. I got it
Cucumber.
right. You
He's been
Oh, you're
working
gonna make
on
your
that.
tea? You're gonna make your tea?
That's eggplant.
Yeah, that's eggplant. But you with cucumber.
Here he comes. Now try coconut.
Coconut.
No, don't do that.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep. But there's also but there's more.
Oh my gosh.
But wait, there's more.
We're gonna just talk about the flowering gardens. That's the only thing that is coming.
Look, it's Jason.
Yeah. They get Jason ready.
Too easy. I'm sorry.
I don't own a mask like that.
But then, what is gonna have that whole area is gonna smell like flowers and spices and
Doesn't it do that by default?
Does it automatically with the flowers?
yeah, but they're gonna increase that, I think. The Sensi Pavilion.
Can I just have the flowers?
Sorry?
So you're gonna supplement the flowers with artificial flowers.
Yes, that's right. And Carrie saying, "Good job, Carlos." Yeah, I need to do that. Good job will be after that. Okay, and for the last piece of news, remember that everybody got excited with the 30 years of Disneyland, Paris.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna say no. I have no idea.
There's a new video.
Oh, is it beautiful?
It is, and no,
Do they
you know
speak
one
English
thing,
this time?
and frankly speaking, they took the whole idea that you have the fashion shows in
Paris.
Paris. So now is the video that the characters are showing their
Oh,
dresses.
no, this is controversial. You don't show this. Don't show
No,
this.
no.
This is controversial.
No, it's not going to be
controversial.
controversial. No, take a look. It's going to be quiet.
Oh,
It's a video of Carlos wearing the outfits.
No, we're not.
wow. I had a lot of
we're
good
back.
things to say,
Yeah.
and no one heard any of it,
Yeah.
and I want a mulligan.
No, but I'll get it. I'll
Are
get
you
it.
afraid to- okay, wait. It's
But-
okay. We don't have to show it now. We can do it the next time.
Oh, I really wanted to show that.
I can tell.
Look here.
I can't see anything. We're not seeing it. We're not seeing anything. We're just hearing it.
Carlos, act it out for us.
We can't
don't
see
know.
anything.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
We're just hearing it. It sounds fabulous, whatever it is.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
I
wait,
got it.
there it is.
Okay,
Oh.
I got it. Now I got
Okay,
it.
Here we go.
Here we go. Those guys that are doing the videos, they are really good. They need to take those. They need to take those guys to help with the Star Galactic Cruiser videos.
Or they could also just hire the people who are making the decisions over there for the creative stuff, because they're doing pretty well.
They're doing pretty well. They're beautiful.
I love that. I thought you were about to show the Minnie in the pantsuit thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Which I think I'm.
That's right, Wendy. That the video is adorable. The way that the video is funny and it's adorable. It's
really
nice.
Foggy too.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's
it's really cool.
That's the whole thing with that area. It's really foggy. It's really foggy.
Donald kind of looked like he had a papaya on his head.
You say papaya, and I say cucumber.
Green hat.
Okay, those were the news of.
Are we finally finished?
We're finally finished. Yeah.
That took so long. It's now the olds.
Sorry.
That was bad.
I try.
Remember, Jason, remember, it takes me seconds, okay, because I have to translate in my mind. You know, it's a Brazilian, and translate that, and then I got it now.
It wasn't worth all that.
Okay, one thing, Collin. No. No, you know what thing, Jason? You forgot to send me a card.
No, I didn't. Oh, you mean because there's nothing happening?
Okay.
It's sponsored by the Wild World of Nothingness. That's going to be happening.
But it's sponsored by Jason.
That's a new shop at Disney Springs.
I can tell you. So for those little housekeeping items, as you have maybe detected from our conversations this evening, Carlos Pontos, Silva, and I are going to be on a certain ship with a lot of other people, God willing, beginning Saturday. We're traveling tomorrow. I'm traveling tomorrow. And so nothing's happening with the lunch break tomorrow. There are no lunch breaks next week. Let that set in for a second. There are no lunch breaks.
Hold your applause for a second.
However, every weekday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, brand new Morning Minute. On Thursday, there will be a brand new Soundscapes episode, just as there was this weekend, or this Thursday. I don't know. All my days are mixed up. But the most important thing is that as we're away, we are going to be gathering. I don't know what he's doing with the cards.
I was trying to find the soundscape here.
All sorts of fun, new, exciting things and adventures, including videos of our adventures, to share with you guys when we get back. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Great, buddy. Great.
It's gonna be weird next week. We're gonna try to do some impromptu things. We're certainly. I committed to the cafe folks. I said if we can make some impromptu something happen, we're gonna do it. So this is a good reminder. Turn on your notifications. Hit the little bells. Ring the little whistles. Whatever they say. Like, make sure that you turned all the things on so that you can when we go live. Because when we go live, it probably isn't going to be for a terribly long period of time because Carlos's pockets only run so deep.
Okay. Are you ready? It's sponsored by Jason and let
Collin. Okay, he can do it.
Yes, Collin.
What?
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Oh, we're doing that? Now is the best time.
all those pictures from our trip to Disneyland.
Mm.
We were so young. We were so happy. We were
So naive.
So naive.
Back when things were simpler.
Yes, that's the crop factor. Colin, it's your turn to explain what is the crop factor.
It's time for the crap factor. I mean crop factor. We do this every once in a while, and essentially the role is pretty simple. We're going to put a little piece of an image up on the screen similar to what you have on like a radio show or something where they play a little sound clip like we might do later in this show. And instead of a clip of sound, we're going to put an image that is cropped in on the screen. Your job is to figure out where that is on Disney property. We're going to show a first crop that's extremely cropped in. Then we're going to back it off a little bit to make it a little bit easier, and then we'll show the reveal. Hopefully somebody gets it in the comments before then. And if you get it on the first one, even more bonus points, and you will win absolutely nothing because I don't think we have any prizes tonight. But Carlos might give you a hug if you're in Miami.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
Jason too, because he's going through
Oh
it, so.
yeah, nice humid hugs.
Yeah, moist hugs. That's what everybody wants.
Moist towelettes.
From middle-aged men.
Moist
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well, let's go to the first.
how do we start after that? I mean,
And no, now I'm lost. You know one thing, and Colin was so nice because the first one is not only that it's cropped, but there's a issue with the focus too. Take a look.
yeah.
Let's go to the
So,
first.
this is kinda
Let's go to the first image, first crop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where are we?
Yeah. The candy cane forest.
yeah.
Candy cane? Yeah. Oh yeah.
And of course, I say that because it helps you none whatsoever.
Want to go to what was that? What was it? What was Charlie going to? The Candy Mountain. Come on, let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Let's go to Candy Mountain.
Oh man,
Charlie.
that's way back in the.
The only
YouTube
Charlie that I
years.
remember is the one that bit my finger.
That's the same. Wait, no, that's a different one. There's Charlie the Unicorn, and then there's Charlie Bit My Finger. The little British kid that bit his brother's finger, or vice versa.
Oh. Yes, and but any idea? Let's see.
No.
Let's see.
Nobody
When-
has any guess. Okay, barbershop is what's listed on here. North Pole. I'm pretty sure I don't have a photo of that.
Kelly
If I
saying
did, that'd be pretty
our
impressive.
dear friend Kelly saying moon over Miami. Greg Dyke saying North Pole.
Winter Summerland mini golf.
bar-
That's a
a barber
clever
shop.
idea. Soft serve ice cream machine? No. Mini golf? No. I'm gonna guess that was similar to the other
Charlie,
answer.
yes. Soft service machine. No. Yeah. Any.
Hey guys, they took my kidney.
Jason, any idea, Jason?
No, the only thing I'm thinking is that the reason it's out of focus. This is Collin Kendall we're talking about. Nothing is ever photographed.
This
out
was
of
this
focus.
was a
So
long time
that
ago
means
too.
that means this is probably so far off in the distance.
This is
not the
aggressive.
this is not the subject of.
So
the,
so
of the
let me
shot.
go.
No, it's not.
Let me go to
Yeah.
the second crop.
Yeah, back it out. This backs it out substantially.
Okay.
And actually, I think what
now-
happened here is this was when I was early layering photos. I don't think they got aligned quite properly in the software that was aligning them.
Italy, Lisa and Patricia saying Italy. Caleb is saying Santa's Summer Winter Landschaft.
Winterlandschaft.
Santa's Winter Summerland. Jingle Cruise.
I've got a hint, but I'm not going to give it yet because I think somebody can get this.
I don't think so.
You really don't?
Oh
think
wait,
so,
wait! Look at the
Carlos?
sign. Look at that sign down there. What's that sign?
There's 2 giveaways in this.
Well,
Okay. Tell.
Okay. The harp.
No,
The.
that's not a harp.
Oh, Lisa is doing a proper question. Is it still here
Yeah,
there
that's like the
today?
question.
So that was going to be my hint. No, it's not.
Ah.
Sneaky.
Beach Club Pool. Toughed up the beauty in
No,
Hollywood Studio.
but that's probably one of the better guesses we've had so far.
Oh, I know it.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
Can
playground.
I
That's a good
can I
answer.
whisper?
Yes.
Eric, can you take me off of audio? I'm gonna tell Colin what I think it is, and then. But
Yes, go. Can
him, Carlos.
No, I couldn't hear that. No, I lost you now.
Yeah, if you mute you, I lose you too. So,
Yes, right.
so we do have a correct answer.
Oh, really?
One
Really?
person got it very specific.
Oh, yes, it's right.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say too. Can I say that out loud now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the boardwalk pool.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was looking for Pennywise, but yeah, Boardwalk Pool I would take
Pennywise.
that too. There's two of them.
And yeah, our buddy Zach Brown. Hi, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
And
Yeah, I thought this might be a little bit of a challenge, but you can see where we started was up in that bush in the top of the tree in the
that
top
place
left. So
made me cry.
you're scared
The
of clowns.
bush in the top left.
No, the
What happened up there, Carlos?
No, it's scary. The kids was
What
crying.
happened
I
in the
was,
bush at the top of the pool stays in the bush at the top of the pool.
It is a scary
Well,
place.
before this goes
It
the
was.
wrong way, let's go to number 2.
Okay, to the second image, first crop.
Oh, this is violent.
great.
But Jason,
Well,
you had better know this.
What are you doing? What is? How am I
is
supposed to?
This is an out of focus region of an area that you should recognize. I think that's fair, Carlos, isn't it?
Yes, I recognize right away.
Yeah.
This is easy.
Wait,
This is the easiest.
I'm gonna try to unfocus my eyes so I can. That doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, not quite. I don't think that works
It
on
is. It
stationary
is.
objects.
It is a nice place. It is. It's kind of pretty.
Steakhouse 71.
Is
Is it fair to say you've been there?
he always needs to bring that thing, no? He
Oh wait,
always-
okay. Here, let me ask a question. Is it open currently?
Yes.
Did it recently open?
I
No.
don't think so.
I think it.
I think it's been open for a while.
Yes.
Is it in a park?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it in my favorite
Somebody's saying
park?
Dumbo or the teacups. Neither one of those are true. I actually don't know what your current favorite park is.
Yeah.
What?
Current.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
you're right.
change. My current
Yeah, it
favorite
kinda
park's always
does.
Epcot. Epcot's always my favorite park. It's always going to be my favorite
So
park.
no is your answer there.
Okay.
And everybody's saying teacups. That's also the wrong park. That's a clever answer, though. I could see that.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be Hollywood Studios, or it's going to be. Oh. Really?
Carlos, go to crop number 2.
I
I
will
know
go
what
to
it is
crop.
now.
I
know
will
what
go.
it is. It's one of my favorite rides now, right? Is it? It's
No.
relatively. Oh,
I'll go. I'll go to the crop number 2.
that didn't. Oh wait,
This
there's
should
a
be
phone.
giveaway for one
a phone.
person.
There's a phone with someone's head.
Yes. Yes.
Who's? Is that my phone?
Yeah. And your head.
And it's your.
Look at that forehead. Oh my goodness.
What a beautiful hair.
No, I wasn't filming. I don't remember filming. This is not that.
This was a long time ago.
Okay, so it's no. This is not.
I'm
Midway
curious if
Mania.
somebody other than him can get it.
It's not Midway Mania because I didn't film on there. I
You know one
wore
thing.
gloves.
You know think. Oh, someone.
He's wearing blue
Yes,
gloves.
2 already
We
got
have 2
it.
correct
It
answers.
can't be flying carpets because we never got on flying
But
carpets.
we have a correct answer here.
it's that shot. Oh,
Olga's.
now I remember.
In-
That does not look like Olga's in that picture.
No, it does not. It will, but it doesn't at the
Let
moment.
let me review him.
Look at Jason.
Oh my goodness.
It's Olga's Cantina. Olga's Cantina.
That was a fun night.
What
What a
was
great
you
was a
you
fun
drinking?
That was a
That was the
long
fuzzy
time ago.
tauntaun. Oh, it's so good.
God, this was like 3 years ago?
Yeah,
Roughly? Almost? Yeah.
as usual, as usual
It would
to
have been January of 2020, I think.
everybody.
Probably? Yeah, it would have been right before everything shut down.
To everybody listening to us
Or
and
maybe the
watching
fall
us.
of 19. But
Usually, I go to those places alone. Different
We
than
didn't
them.
know you very well then.
Different than them. And then,
yeah, I'll tell you whatever. Keep going. Keep talking.
okay, let's go.
Wait, that's it?
Yes, yes.
Do we
This
have
is
one more?
Olga's Cantina. No, we do have
No,
another
I-
one.
I thought you were
actually, I
going to
think we have
limit.
one more.
We're gonna have the easy one now.
Okay.
So let's go to the third picture. First crop. First crop.
This is brutal.
This is going to be
This
massively
was
brutal.
mean. And it almost looks like it duplicates, but it doesn't. This is I think I was a little bit too mean on this one. I think it's going to take at least the second crop.
Yeah. Jason,
That's true,
where is
Zach,
this place?
but the gray hair might have given it away.
Is it okay? Is it in Walt Disney World?
Yes.
Okay. Is it in Hollywood
is.
Studios?
Kelly is saying the
No, it is
safari.
not.
The safari near the Alliance. Patricia saying
Clever
the safari,
guess?
right? Yes,
No.
clever guy. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
You're close.
Oh,
And
By the
Jonah Hill, Seven
Sort of.
Dwarfs Mine Train.
by the way, that was January 29th, 2020 when we were there.
So it was January. I couldn't remember if it was fall or the following January.
Canada Pavilion. Colin, due to the fact that we have some close,
You have some very close answers.
can I go to the second crop?
Sure, yeah, do that. So I'm looking for a specific answer within an answer that's already been mentioned, if that makes any sense. If you know the answer, it will make sense.
Can I show the ones that got really close?
Sure.
Okay, let me find it.
Jason, do you know what this is?
What the? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it out loud, but
So the ones that got really close.
Well, we're an hour in.
yeah, that's what I think. With Caleb, yeah, and Jonah's saying it too now. I think it's the New Fantasyland area. I think that's probably either going to be the storybook thing place, Belle's cottage place before she gets kidnapped, or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
But we do have a right answer.
We have
now.
one completely correct answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead and
you-
show that
it-
one.
Oh wait,
is-
no, no!
It is our buddy Chris Shepard.
Is this?
Yeah. Snow White's cottage.
Yeah, I was right then.
Sort of. Chris Shepard was more right.
Yeah, he usually is.
That's right.
Yeah, an overlooked little piece of that when you come back out of the attraction. Amazed at how many
You
people
don't get a
walk right
long enough
past this.
look at it. You don't get a long.
No, you really
Oh, wait.
don't.
You know, because you can't linger.
That's true. It is kind of an exit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're me and then you're that guy taking the picture of it, and they kind of frown upon it. But hey,
It's for the show. It's for the show.
exactly.
But
Well, that's all we've got for Crop Factor.
and
That
but
was a lot.
that was a nice crop factor presented by our buddy Collin Kendall.
Oh no, I don't have much either. This
Oh
week.
no!
Oh no, here we go
Oh,
again.
no,
Here we
no,
go again. Not that. We're gonna have to take Carlos's TikTok away from you. But yeah, essentially, everything's on Instagram at the moment. I'm actually doing a little bit with YouTube Shorts, so if you are on YouTube, give me a subscribe there. It's just Guide for WW will probably get you there, or you can probably Google my name, and YouTube next one will probably get you there as well. Nonetheless, at Guide for WW on Instagram, and working on a few things behind the scenes. We'll see when those start to roll out, or when those ideas start to surface, both Disney and non-Disney. So we'll see what comes of that. Looking forward to some things that are in the works. So I'll put it that way for now, with a little bit of continued teaser. But long-term projects, we'll see what happens. That's all I have this week.
A lot. Yes. Go with us live. Buddies, let me say one thing to you.
I can't imagine what's coming next.
I'm surprised.
It could be anything.
Now is the time.
Now is the best time.
Yes, it's our top three. And for the top three tonight, we have love is in the air. We're going to have a romantic topic.
Bath
which-
bombs.
That was last time.
It's a year from our epic,
Where's my flask?
from our epic Bralentine, huh?
Palantine.
Palantine. From the Palantine, yes.
Remember
Palantine.
that?
Yeah, it
Raining's
was
a
amazing.
different thing.
Raining in Disney Springs.
Remember
but
we
it
had
was
that dinner beforehand. Remember we went to the secret place.
the Enzo's
The Hideaway?
Hideaway. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No, we went before.
Yeah, I know. We went there first.
Yeah, because Jason has that. I have to explain that to everybody. In Brazil, you kind of go to you have your dinner on a later hour, so it's after 8:30, 9 is usually when I go for dinner. And Jason goes like 5 p.m.
Yeah, me
5:30.
too.
Every hour on the hour, if I can, really.
If given the option, he will eat all the time.
As Joey would say, like there's breakfast, second breakfast, lunch, second lunch, dinner, snack, whatever. I forget all.
Sarah saying, "I remember that show was my birthday, but this show is different. This show is we're going to have a top three, and the top three is look at it. Top three romantic spots in Walt Disney World.
Do you know they still have not they've not returned that? The swing is still missing.
Carlos stole it and wrote his name on it.
It's just the bench that's missing. The
After
contraption.
you two drew your heart on it together, he had to take it home with it.
That's the funny thing. They did not remove the
No, it's like
the
it's coming back,
structure
but it's
itself.
been months and months. Like what?
But it's because it is a very, very, very special swing. So
I know, but they took it away.
the top romantic.
Maybe they're bronzing it.
The top
got your two names on it.
romantic spots in Walt Disney World. But I want to ask you, everybody that is, the swing is in the museum now. Peter is saying
It's right next to Walt Disney's bench.
Mark Williams says Jason is going to say his bench or his tree. One thing that I have to say is that I want you guys to help us on that, and please make on the comments, pick your spot, pick your romantic spot, and live there. Who's going to be the first one? Who's going to be the first?
I'm
the only
jumping
one
for joy. I'm right on the edge of my seat for this topic.
Okay,
I
so
don't mind going first. I can explain. I mean,
okay, let's go to Jason.
Let's
Let's go.
Because I think it's important to point out that when we talk about romantic spots, at least when I'm thinking about romantic spots, it's not just like lovey-dovey spots.
No.
I mean, it can be. But there are also places that are just romantic in nature. There are places that are romantic because of things we associate with them. They're romantic because of, the feeling it gives you when you're in the spaces. But there's some spaces that are they're just like exuding romance on their own. And that, like, for me, a lot of these spaces meet that criteria. And the first one that I'll bring to the table is Echo Lake in Hollywood Studios. I think at night, this area is wonderfully romantic, and it doesn't matter any time of year. This area, the later in the evening, the better, because people it thins out in terms of the crowds. Being able to get a drink from Tune In and go and sit by the lake, or just sit by the lake and have a little snack or a little hug or a little just wander around. The music is romantic.
Mm-hmm.
The setting is romantic. It's just so wonderful, and not in a not in a kind of, like I said, like not in like a like classical romance, not like Cupid and arrows and hearts and that sort of thing, but just a sort of romantic feel about it. I don't know. I love that area, and it's I think it's one of those sort of simple pleasures in a Disney park where you can just, you're not an attraction, the space is the attraction.
Mm-hmm. You're right, and you got it. You got one point that he got it totally right for me. That sparks is always the soundtrack there. The music, the background music is always great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wendy Seeger is saying Gardens of Japan Pavilion, especially up by the waterfall. Yes, you're right.
That is good.
Let's go to Collin's number 3.
Yeah, I'm going to have to redo my whole list because I thought about this list as the opposite way Jason did. I was thinking about places I could hold hands with Carlos and walk around pretty places. And we could dress up like Cupid, but I guess I got to scratch that whole list. So let's just start it anyway. All right, so I started mine with Port Orleans. Nothing in particular, Riverside, French Quarter, any of the above, realistically. But that area, particularly at night, I think is a quite pleasant area. It's one of the lower crowd areas on property. It's full of little areas that you can kind of sneak away for a minute, relax, walk around, just enjoy what usually is good weather in Florida as long as it's not raining. You can do a little shopping. You can wander around by the pool. You can ride a boat completely free of charge, right on down to Disney Springs, ride it back. That whole journey up and down the Sassagoula River is quite literally one of the best free things you can do at Walt Disney World. And even if you're not riding the boat, I mean, that walk from French Quarter to Riverside and all the greenery and the different areas of that resort that all have a unique little theme to them, and you've got the Alligator Bayou, and you've got the more plush princess, wherever I forget what the actual categorical name for the area is, but where they have the princess rooms and all of that. There's so many different. What is he laughing about?
He said princess rooms. All I could think of is champagne rooms.
That's different.
That's
I don't
very
think they
different.
have those. Yeah.
No, they don't.
But as a whole, the resort is very quaint.
I love that place. I
It's
love
very
that.
beautiful, and it's completely overlooked a lot. So if you want to do something out of the ordinary, go enjoy it. Tell them you're going to eat. Go eat. Their food's great. Just enjoy some jazz. Have a good time. Wander around, or even take the carriage ride. You get a lot of options over there. Or even come down from Disney Springs. They don't care. Jump on the boat, head down there, get some beignets. Have a good
And maybe it's just me, but again, I need to reassert that there's something wonderfully romantic about taking a walk by yourself in a space like this. Kind of just be.
Oh, trust me,
in the
I'm well aware.
No, I mean, and I think because again, it's not kind of romance in the sort of love.
No, I totally agree.
And
You
it's
got
this,
it. Yeah,
this feeling of warmth, this feeling of just joy and awe, and feeling like you are in the right place, the place you're supposed to be.
There's a joyful simplicity to it all.
I think it's quite possible to be in love with a place and a space, and I think that's kind of what I'm getting at too with this.
Let's say hi. Let's say hi to Brittany. Brittany is Kelly's daughter.
Hi.
And let's go to my third pick. And this is a fairly new one. It's something that I discovered pretty recently, and I thought about, what a nice place to be with my wife, sitting there enjoying the place, and then praying that the alligator is not showing up or the mosquitoes were not discovered
That's
there.
not what I thought he was gonna say.
That's the place. That's the place.
Oh.
Is this oak tree? That is a beautiful, amazing oak tree in the pathway between Magic Kingdom and Grand Floridian, and that place there, for a picnic or for even just to be there, relaxing, enjoying Seven Seas Lagoons and the sights from Grand Floridian and the Magic Kingdom and Contemporary and Poly, everything there, the up and down of boats. It is amazing. It is beautiful.
Have you been there at night?
Oddly enough.
No, that's the point. I went there.
Oh, Carlos, at night is so wonderful.
Oddly enough, it's one of the few vantage points where you can get a straight shot at Grand Floridian too. Everything else has some kind of obstruction to it, but from that angle, you can see all of it.
You can see what? Sorry?
You can see all of the resort.
You can see Russia.
You don't have a boat in the way. You don't have an island in the way. You don't have a dock in the way. It's one of your only clean shot views across there.
Oh, good to know.
I love that spot.
Yeah,
We walked that. Was it 2 Mondays ago? We walked it back from the Magic Kingdom to the Grand Floridian. A lot of the folks here with us tonight were there. It's a great spot.
It's a great spot. Okay, Jason, let's go to your number 2.
My number two takes us to my favorite park, and we're gonna go. I know this might be controversial, but this is like, I think, one of my very favorite spots, day or night, and that is the Morocco Pavilion in Epcot. It is a space that feels very different from during the day and in the evening, but regardless of the time of day, you feel you can be in this. It's not a well-traveled pavilion to begin with in terms of the foot traffic, right? So that helps. But there are these little alleyways. There's little cafe style tables strewn about. There's spots that are during the daytime. They have that kind of, what do they call that, like a dappled sunlight on them, so you're sort of in the shade. But that is a word. And at night, at night is just the lighting is so romantic, and the shadows. Oh, there's shadows, and there's the Carlos camel tree.
No, and
Not
you know
the
what?
tree, camel
You know what?
statue thing.
And you also have the carts with a nice soundtrack.
Yeah, well, there's that.
But Jason, it is
a great spot.
every time you're there, you're gonna hear the carts.
That's because it's so quiet otherwise. That's why. That's what's so wonderful about it. When
Yeah,
they bring the carts out, yeah, because they had the cast members will come through with the carts like they do in any of the pavilions, and you have little wheels that go. They make all the noise. But
Can you do that one more time?
it's a lovely space. If you haven't spent any time in it with somebody or without somebody, I encourage you to do so. Daytime or night, or do both. Do both. I tell you what you do. When you're doing the circle, when you're doing your lap around World Showcase, go into Morocco during the day, get a snack from the food vendor that's right there in the marketplace area. They even have frozen drinks in there now. Frozen drinks. You can get some pistachios and stuff. Anyway, sit in that space, be in the space, enjoy your snack, and move on.
Mm-hmm.
Then come back through at night. Before you go to see Impressions de France,
Jason will still be there.
come back through and find the same spot even that you were in before, and sit in that spot and just be in that space and feel the difference and feel just how special it still is. I can't say enough about Morocco, but I'll stop.
I always find this interesting because the way you like this one, I don't think I'm stealing anybody's because I've seen the list. The way you feel about this pavilion is similar to how I feel about the Japan pavilion. Mm-hmm. In the back with like the koi ponds and the other restaurant.
Is that your number 2?
All of that.
Are you just getting
no, it's not. I'm just
all right,
adding
let's
another
slide.
one in there. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Pull it,
Honorable
Carlos.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think Japan's great. The thing that I don't like about Japan, I actually don't find Japan very. I don't feel like there's an allure to it at night. I just don't.
I have the opposite
This
feeling,
doesn't have
which
the
is
same-
kind
I
of weird.
think
But
it's-
that's kind of the
it's-
point. I mean, it's to each their own.
China is gorgeous at night. China Pavilion,
Yeah.
It's nice.
just
We showed that on the show once.
please make sure you go at night. The Japan
And
Pavilion,
go to the
I
back.
believe-
Nobody does
I believe
that.
the Japan Pavilion needs to be savored during the day. I think the Japan Pavilion, you need to see all the detail. You need to like pay attention to all the things that are happening and how so much effort that went into just the smallest level of detail there to make it kind of all come together so especially. I don't know. Personal opinion. I like Japan during the day more than I do at night. That's all.
I like Germany. Germany during the night is a lot better than the.
You just like beer and pretzels.
No.
Bratwurst.
And
dancing.
Let's
We
go
know how
to
you like
Collins.
dancing.
To Collins number 2. Do you remember what it is?
No, I have no clue.
So let's.
I know what's on my
but-
list, but I don't know what the order is. Oh, so this one actually is. This is more like one that I didn't expect to be on my list, but the more I thought about it, the more I kept going back to it. And it was Caribbean Beach and Riviera, like waterside area, and that whole you can walk that entire loop now. Where you at one point you couldn't do that, and I kept thinking about this idea we had shared a while back, like almost like a progressive dinner of sorts. But you start at Hollywood Studios, you ride the Skyliner over, you explore Caribbean Beach, you walk that side of the lake, and you grab some snacks at the you do a little shopping at the new main lobby building for Caribbean Beach and their food area. Head on over to Riviera, get some dessert at Topolino's or at the coffee shop or any of the above. Go out and sit on the little outdoor area, play some with chess or any of the other things they have out there, the bocce ball courts. Or you just make an evening of it. And there are so many little things. I mean,
bocce ball.
Exactly. You know you've done that. I'm going to ask Michelle after the show's over.
I just didn't call it bocce
You know
ball.
Jason had bocce ball. But there is, and there's like seating areas off to the side and kind of in the top, what would be in the top right of your screen to the right side of the building if you're facing it, that are kind of tucked over in a little alcove of the lake. And there are so many little areas that are just fun to be around, fun to explore, and great dining. Jump on the Skyliner, and then you can go on over to something I think we're going to mention later in the show, and with Crescent Lake area. But we'll add to that as we go, I believe.
Kelly is saying, trying getting into the Riviera. The gatekeeper will not let you in.
Well,
Just go to
Kelly,
Hollywood
number
Studios.
one, that's because number one, you went to the wrong place. So there's that. Number two, you go from you either come from Hollywood Studios or you come from Epcot.
Yep, that's an option too. And I will say, I mean, or book a dining reservation at Riviera at Topolino's or at Sebastian's Bistro. It's an easy reservation to get at Caribbean Beach, and the views from Sebastian's Bistro area at sunset are incredible. I should have sent some video, but I completely forgot about it.
Hollywood Studios is practically devoid of good food options. So
that's true, and it's a
Skyliner
5-minute ride away.
Over to Caribbean Beach. You could go to Sebastian's if you can get an ADR. Maybe you can get a walk up.
I mean, the quick service is good.
But the market, what is it called? It's called
El Centro, isn't it?
El Centro.
Or is that the one?
No, El Centro's over at Coronado.
That's
Street.
Coronado.
This is
what's the other one?
Center Town Market, I think is what it's called.
Center
Something
Town.
like that. Yeah, something like that.
It's wonderful. It's really, really
Sebastian
good.
is amazing. Sebastian is amazing.
Or you could take the Skyliner over to Riviera and go to the counter service there, which is really good as well. They have Riviera has one of the best.
It's a nice
pool
bar
bars.
next to it too.
The pool bar, which is called. Yes.
It's an
That
odd
place.
name.
I cannot recall.
It's a great spot. And then, and if Topolino's is open, if it's in the evening, you can go upstairs to the lounge, and you can order off of the menu in the lounge again now. They have reopened that.
Oh, good.
That's something
Step
that
out
you
and
can
see that
actually-
cool view.
Yeah.
You can do now. So there's that.
So let's go to my number two. My number two is I'm getting a Collin influence, and I know
That's
what it
never
is.
good.
It is at the French Pavilion, but there's a go with me on there. Take the pathway for the new area, for the Ratatouille's area there, and then take a look to the channel, to the all the docks for the friendship boats and the Skyliner, particularly during sunset. This is already brought that as one of the spots for sunsets, but it's actually a pretty romantic spot. And you guess what? They do
Good
have
music too.
They do have, yes, there's amazing music, and they have little tables there. There you can bring your champagne.
This is also, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can bring your champagne, or
This is where you took that picture, which I think is, if on the entrance to that Ratatouille area, it's right under the awning, where it's announcing Remy's Ratatouille, but it's one of the places where people don't realize you can stand in the rain and not get wet.
you not get wet. Yes.
And
That's what
it's
Jason's
wonderful.
focused on.
It's a great spot. Yeah, it's a great.
He really
spot.
doesn't like to get wet.
People don't think about it. Who likes to get wet?
No, very few.
I mean, fish.
Yeah, Megan loves the spot, but it's
I
great.
don't think it counts as liking to get wet if you die without being wet.
But one thing, now it's Colin's, no, Jason's.
I don't know.
Jason's
All right,
number
Jason.
one.
Is it mine?
Yeah, and you both have honorable mentions, I think.
It's to that point of the show where we learn how to count to 3.
This is this is not a spot that a lot of people will get to, but it's a spot worth going to at some point, and you don't have to actually have dinner here. You can go to the lounge as well, as long as there's room. Go earlier in the evening. It certainly usually is a better chance, or even later in the evening, right? And this is the California Grill Overlook.
It's an old
California
picture. Sorry, it's an old picture. It's
Oh, it's
an old picture. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't send you any pictures.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Well, and for me, I just to kind of share a little story. When I was here when I was in Walt Disney World for my second trip, so this is like 1986. I don't think my mother even knows this story, but my older brother, and I were supposed to be together, going to the parks and stuff. And my mother and my father were off doing whatever. My little brother was with a babysitter. At some point, my older brother shook me off. Like, yeah, you're fine, right? You're fine on your own. Yeah, you're fine on your own, right? So I had it was great. One of the best experiences of my life was being by myself as a 13-year-old in Walt Disney World. I can't imagine being a parent and knowing. Anyway, but
He froze time right there.
we
for
were
the record,
staying.
too.
We were staying in the we were staying in the Contemporary. That was our resort for that vacation, and I went up to the California Grill Overlook. Now I think it was easier to get to at that time than it is now.
Or you broke in.
or I broke in. But I remember standing there and just started taking it all in and just soaking in that space. And as an adult, and being there with Michelle and being there with my kids, like I've been there with Michelle on our honeymoon. I've been there with my kids, for like important occasions, for dinners, and going back to that same spot and being in that same space and having that same feeling across time, like that. There's few places in the world that I can imagine being as romantic as that space. Again, not in this sort of traditional romance, but just in terms of being in a space that brings me such warmth and joy and reassurance that I'm in the right place. That this is my place. Love it. Love that spot.
By the way, your mom's not thrilled about that.
Yes, I know.
Like, from there.
Yeah, that was Jason, 12 years old in 1945.
And now he's 45 and acts 12.
Yes, the other way around. Patricia. One thing. I have to. Do you want to bring your honorable mention now?
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad. So like I knew that Collin was gonna take another one that I wanted to use. So I'm like, I'm taking this one.
And then I didn't take that one.
This is actually a view. So this is a view facing the pool in the center area of the.
Yeah, I didn't have the other one.
So I was thinking about the other way around, but the pathway going down to the boat dock in the evening at the Wilderness Lodge is. I just love that spot. I love walking that path, and then of course you can continue on and back to the cabins on the other side as well. But there's just something about the lighting and the mood, and feeling like you are just forever away from Walt Disney World, and
you're a whole 2 blocks away.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
It doesn't matter. I've never felt hot or cold. I've never felt tired or sad. I've never it's always just been this, it's like you go there for me spiritually to be there. It's like Disney gives me a big hug when I'm in that space. I just love it.
Yes. I think that Wilderness Lodge is the happiest place in the happy place. I love it. It's great. It's great, and it's always special.
Lots of simple joys there. In an odd way.
Yes, it is very special. It's very special.
I was just noticing when we were looking at that picture. Can we just take a second to notice how expertly they added that railway, that railing? I mean, because Florida made that law where you had to have the pool enclosed. Look how expertly that cuts right in there. So you can still be at the pool and not in the pool. I mean, that's brilliant from a Disney standpoint.
You're right, buddy.
I never paid much attention to it until just now.
Buddies, so now it's Collin's number 2, okay? Number 1. And Collin,
I think.
Yeah, and Collin also has an honorable mention.
Because somebody had to mention it.
Actually, the number 1 with 2 pictures, okay?
Oh, you do have both? Okay, cool. So for this one, really, it's kind of general but specific at the same time in an odd way. It's Epcot after closing time. I know I've mentioned it countless times on the show, but there is something about Epcot, the hour to 2 hours after the park is scheduled to close, that it kind of takes on a different feel. You can get in the back of the pavilions and it quiets down. As you can see here, there's nobody around. And it's not necessarily a particular spot, but it is a particular feeling. Particularly after Illuminations, when it was running, they'd run the music, people would start to filter out of the park, and it would just kind of linger in the air. And they'd go back to some of the regular music, but it wouldn't feel quite as loud. And you just pick up on things that you wouldn't necessarily pick up on. And I could just imagine in my head like making this stroll, either by yourself, with somebody else, with somebody you just met. I mean, the sky's the limit, really.
Grab a stranger.
And, yeah, you never know. Hey, people are nice sometimes.
Person you met in line.
But
waiting to get on Remy.
Exactly. You might be there a while, so
how about that rat?
But nonetheless, I mean, you walk around that lagoon, and unfortunately, some of the barges has taken away a bit of the effect of this. But there's so many moments where you can just stare out over the reflections on the lagoon, either in this lagoon pictured, which is across from, which is I guess the Epcot experience now. or even when the other World Showcase Lagoon wasn't as disturbed as it is currently, or even on the other side in front of the Imagination Pavilion, there are some simple glances that a lot of people walk right past. And when you're in the crowds after a show or something like that, you're filtering out of the park, you tend to just overlook it because there is so much sensory going around. But if you stop, wait it out, just kind of enjoy your stroll out of the park, or visit the shops that are open, or a food stand, or whatever you want to do, and then you just kind of take that slow stroll out. Security doesn't bother you. I mean, there's so many simple things. Eventually, but it takes a while. Trust me.
I have been escorted. I have been escorted out of Epcot before.
Yeah, I have too. But they let you linger for longer than any park for the most part. But there is something special about that, and it's a very simple joy. But it also is something I think a lot of people should do more often than they do when everybody's ready to be home sometimes, or back at the resort. Just hang out, enjoy it. There's a lot of value there. So
Buddy,
that had to be my number one.
Can I bring your honorable mention?
Sure, yeah. And my honorable mention is one that I don't think shocks anybody, and it's Crescent Lake After Dark. And I expected somebody else to have it on the list.
That's why I left it off my list. I left it off because I figured you'd want it.
Yeah, and this one, I don't know, for me, it's always held kind of a special place because of just the joy that it brings, not only for me, but the family aspect of it, the friends aspect of it, and so many good people I've met and done things with, or eaten dinner with, or wandered this this walkway with, either beach club, boardwalk, yacht club. I mean, any of it. Swan and Dolphin even, or even the walk back from Hollywood Studios. There are so many things to take in at night in this space that you don't really get anywhere else. And I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, but also at the same time, it's reality. I mean, there's nothing that I can compare this to that has quite the realm of opportunity to just be simple and joyful and calm at the same time anywhere else I've been. I mean, you can walk this lake in 15 minutes, but you feel like you've enjoyed it for years. And it's just, I don't know, for me, it's one that always has to be on the list, particularly at night or sunset. It's just, there's something wonderful about it.
But yes, buddy. Yeah, and it's wherever you go in that area, it could be close to boardwalk or the other side with the resorts, is amazing.
Absolutely.
Let me go to my. I don't have an honorable mention, and I don't have. But I do have my number one. And my number one, it probably is a little.
It's not the Polynesian holding hands with Jason on that bench. I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
My number one, it is an attraction.
Really?
Yes, and I think that is really romantic.
Oh.
It is the People Mover.
It's that casual clickety clack of the People
Mover. There's that period in Space Mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I was about to explain that, and because you have that
go for it, Carlos.
You have the movement.
That's what she said.
You have the movement of the whole thing of the People Mover in with you and enjoying the sights and the parks, and then suddenly go in the dark.
Remind me to never ride the People Mover with Carlos.
And you go in the dark.
Those aren't pillows.
But it's truly speaking, is that it's quite for me. It's a quite romantic spot, including
just making
with
a
the
note
dark.
over here to never ride the People Mover with Carlos.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny. There's different times, and whether you're alone with your wife, and I remember riding that with my kids when they were little. That you hold them pretty close to you because it's just I want to do what they're doing. But the People Mover, for me, the People Mover was always really, really romantic.
Yeah.
So that was the topic. So the top 3 romantic spots in Walt Disney World. We brought it that one, and that was presented to you by. Okay, that's here, and let me put here.
He's got to find himself.
Yeah. By Carlos, and what I have to say, we're talking about the Pontos. We're talking about Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami.
Are they all as handsome as this one?
We're talking about contact in Portuguese, I know, but as much as possible, I'm trying to add a lot of reels in Instagram, so you're gonna have mostly in video, so you can enjoy it there. Please don't forget to follow me at Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami, and I always want to reinforce that Miami is an amazing destination, and please try to consider Miami as one of the options in the near future. And I'll be
somebody just this week asked me about Miami.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The only thing I want to point out and to bring is that don't forget about our YouTube channel here in After Hours. Is where you can watch our previous shows, and if you watch some clips of our segments, you can enjoy the Three Buddies there, particularly this week that we're gonna be out and off. So please do that. So is After Hours Let's Talk Disney. That's our channel in YouTube. Okay, let me do one thing here. Yes, and this one here. Yeah. And
see, they're just as disappointed as me in the comments that Carlos didn't say the beach of the Polynesian.
What happened?
He had to get his hat for the special occasion.
What happened?
Love is in the air, Carlos.
When would it have
He's
to do
drifted off to
with the
Paris.
red beret?
Collin, it's his fault.
Why?
Not only is he adorable, but he showed that
I
picture
know, but
of France. He showed that picture of France after Epcot closing, and I remembered our moment together there when we were filming and taking pictures. Remember that moment together in France?
It's not me.
No,
I don't. It's not with the. It's not.
I
with
have
the,
the pictures.
that was
I have
before
the
his
pictures.
raspberry beret.
And then, of course, when I think about exciting times in Epcot and Paris, and I think of Impressions de France, and then I think about the music.
I'm just disappointed Carlos didn't talk about the raspberry beret song.
Yeah, we're trying to talk about the sounds. You do that, Colin.
I think we're at a funeral.
Collins, it's
Lovely.
It's you this time.
I don't want it to be me.
No,
What's
it's
it
you.
sound?
Oh, you got it.
Yes. What's that sound?
That sound? Isn't that hard to say?
It's kind of hard.
What's that
You
sound?
never know when to cue it up. Like,
despite what he may project, what's that sound? Happens to be Collin Kendall's favorite segment here on After
right
Hours.
up there next to holding Carlos's hand.
And it happens to be mine too. And what it's all about, for those of you joining us for the first time, thank you so much. Thank you for staying to the end. And if you just got here, hello, I'm Jason Canapp. This is After Hours. What's that sound? We're going to play for you a little bit of sound, just a little bit of sound from somewhere in Walt Disney World. Your job is to tell us as specifically as possible what it is, what that sound is, where it's coming from, what attraction, resort, park, etc. Put in the comments. Guess as many times as you'd like, but if you guess all three correctly, Carlos Ponto Silva will bring home for you a little vial of Castaway Key sand. And
I
put
think
it on
that's against the law.
a little necklace, and you can hang around your neck and just be charmed.
That and a bottle of tears.
Oh yes, the tears will be in the little vial. Yeah.
In the
that'll
little
be
vial.
that'll be the ocean.
Isn't that in a movie? No, it's a mermaid tear.
Carlos, you're out of. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
You're out of focus for a second.
I
my eyes were
can't
going.
lose all the sand because they're gonna be running through the corridors.
No, you can't do that. It's not that kind of.
I don't
cruise.
even think we can talk about that.
It's not a Tom cruise. It's a cruise. It's not risky business.
Or no, but but it could be
That is a risky business.
could be Kokomo. Well, cocktail.
Oh, cocktail.
Yeah. Bahama. Oh, pretty mama.
Oh,
Lago,
are you? Wait,
Antigua.
whoa! Do they have
Oh,
karaoke
mi
on this ship?
amigo. Huh?
Oh no!
Do they have karaoke?
Somebody please get.
Oh,
video
yes,
if that-
yes,
that's
yes,
the
yes.
case.
Oh, we should sing Kokomo.
Yeah.
We should sing Kokomo.
Yes,
It'd be
yes.
good if Carlos learned the words between now and then.
I'll give it a try. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, buddy.
We'll do it live.
Being alone there, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do the trivia games. I'm gonna do the bingo. I'm gonna do even the Jack, the babies races. I'm gonna do it.
You can save your Cupid diaper.
Buddies, let's go to the first sound though. So the first one in 1, 2, and 3. That's so easy.
It is really easy.
I people give me so
There's
much.
only literally one spot where this could be currently.
And because we just want to see who is going to be the first one to.
I think it would be nice.
Somebody said Kokomo and Coco Cabana all in one show.
Oh yes, we could do Kokomo and Coco.
Oh,
lines.
so the first one. Actually, Patricia almost got it because Patricia said Kermit Muppets, but actually it is Rainbow Connection. No, but the right word is Rainbow Connection. Where?
That's what I'm laughing at, Jason.
I like Peter Maynes. He said, "Call
Yes.
backyard."
If I knew how to play it, that would be my backyard.
What did they say? What did they say in Deliverance? If I hear him bad, just turn around.
But you know one
Exactly.
thing. This is yes.
Pedal faster, I hear
Lisa
banjo
Lisa got it in the whole sentence right. You know, is Epcot entrance Rainbow Connection show. Let's reveal it. Yeah,
We were behind the scenes. We were talking about the animals the little drum thing. That's been there before. That's not new. They've had that.
It depends on it wasn't in the original.
Yeah,
but
I was
it's
thinking
been there
about
for
it.
a while.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't love that.
I love Animal. Who doesn't like Animal?
No, I love him, no, but not in yeah. You know who's my favorite?
Please tell me somebody screenshotted that.
Who's your favorite?
Beeper.
Who's your favorite?
Beaker?
Beaker. Yeah.
And Professor Bunsen Honeydew?
No, not the professor, and the Swiss chef also.
Like Beaker.
The
Sweet,
Swiss
oh,
chef.
the
is a
Swedish
good
chef.
one.
I can tell you. That is your.
No, the Swedish chef. No, Swiss. No, Swedish chef.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Let's go to the second one.
Cucumbers.
Let's go to the second one in 1, 2, and 3.
Heed our call. Descend with your rhythms for one and for all.
That one is.
That's Carlos's yoga class
That one is
yesterday.
tricky. That one is could be easy for. I think Caleb will gonna get it, or let's see.
Let's see. Jonas is Haunted Mansion. Valerie says Haunted Mansion. Heather says Madame Leota, which would also be Haunted Mansion.
Oh, but we are Kelly. Kelly said.
Kelly says Tiki Room, Outer Show.
Yeah,
Zach Brown's
that's
still
interesting.
laughing. Mark. Michael says Mark Williams. Sarah says maybe Haunted Mansion to California. Want to play it again?
I'll play it like this.
Heed our call. Descend with your rhythms for one and for all.
Mary says a lot of Haunted Mansion. If this was asked the audience, they'd be saying Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, but
Carmen says,
they're in the
know.
right. They're right in.
Honestly, I don't think they're right.
No, they are in the right. They are in the right park.
but this is what I was anticipating.
Yeah.
This is why I.
Well, there's a reason for that, actually.
It's the same. I think it's the same person. Right?
Yeah, it's the same person. I'm pretty positive.
So Kelly Lawrence saying Tiki Room for sure, and then Mark Jones say I think it's Tiki Room,
Kelly
and
Lawrence
then
is right.
Lisa said that's Tiki Room.
Kelly was right out of the gate, but it's not in the Tiki Room. It happens to be outside the Tiki Room.
Yeah, but Kelly in the first time that she wrote, she got it right. Yes, let review it.
Here with you, we. spirits of the tropics, heed our call. Descend with your rhythms for one and for all.
I need a Dramamine.
It's actually the kid on the ground that was making that noise.
He just Dramamine.
I mean, Dramamine.
It was like,
He has a point.
the thing is that the purpose of this video wasn't for anyway. It was great sound.
Okay. Let's go to the third sound.
That's that sound. It's what we do at the same
Yeah.
game.
In 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we'll do it
I
again.
barely even heard that. Yeah. Well, it's something regarding the Mickey Mouse March, and then a loud clatter. Sounds like
least
Santa
it says
fell off the roof.
Boardwalk during Mickey Mouse Club. Yep. That's just mean. I don't know which thing he's talking about, but it's hey, have we just met?
Look, Mark Jones, what
Mark
he
Jones
said.
says the bus closing. Mark Williams says bus closing. Mark Jones says monorail arriving in the Magic Kingdom. Caleb says Magic Kingdom entrance music loop. Peter says sounds like someone got attacked by a seagull at the end of. Well,
It was Jason. He was trying to eat his lunch, and the seagull attacked
Mary,
him while he
one
was
more
trying to
time,
record the
please.
Mickey Mouse March.
Let me do it in 1, 2, and 3.
It's a weird hum in the
But
front half of that.
we already did have one right
we
answer.
do have the correct answer. Yeah.
Yes. Can I show it?
Yes.
Smart Jones, the monorail arriving at Magic Kingdom. I will reveal it.
Oh,
So that's actually the TTC, but
TTC,
it's,
but it's the monorail arriving. Yes, you're right.
very good. Very good, Mark Jones.
Good.
somebody,
Okay, guys.
Mark Jones was asking if he gets an illegal file of stolen sand.
No, you got to get all three. Maybe
I
next
think he
time.
did.
Maybe next cruise. Maybe next cruise.
He comes with a bottle of tears. We can import those legally.
The tears we can get you. Yeah, the tears no problem.
Just make Carlos watch Inside Out.
Tears of a clown. No problem.
I'm reading to the comments here. But it's nice show. It was great. Great.
Oh, is it over now?
It is over.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to start packing up things here.
He travels with half his house typically.
Yes, 4 bags.
You haven't started packing yet?
No, 4
No,
bags.
I haven't either.
Because
It occurred to me this evening. I said to Michelle, you realize there's friends of ours who have been packing for weeks,
No.
and I haven't packed a darn thing.
I'm not one of those people that packs ahead of time for anything.
I
Day
am
of,
charging
like-
gear. I am charging things as we speak. Things are being charged.
No,
Battery packs are being charged.
Yeah, that's
all sorts-
that's the thing that I need
That
to
takes
take
time
care.
though. That's like required.
And that will require an extra bag. That's why I will take 2. I will ship 2 bags. And thank God, because they only gave us 2 tags. So
Well,
So-
I could lend you some of my tags.
no, and then I'll be ready. Buddies, nice one. We're gonna see everybody back here in 2 weeks. What happened?
Mary says, Jason, don't forget your cords. No, I don't do that, Mary.
It was Mark Jones.
Oh, I thought Mary. Oh, Mark Jones said it. I don't know why I saw. Oh, Mary.
No, they both said
Mary.
it.
Mary said it. Mary.
Thank you, Butch.
Yeah, they understand. Mary said, Jason, don't forget your cords. Mark Jones says, don't forget your cords. Inside joke.
Buddies, nice show. Thank you very much. And to everybody there, please, on behalf of our buddies, I'd like to wish you a magical rest of the week. Please stay. There's still some blizzard and some storm, so stay safe.
It's cold.
Stay safe. Stay warm. Pay attention to our media, social media outlets, because there's some chances that some surprise lives will show up during these days.
And I'll do a weather report where I'm miserable and cold.
Yes, and while we're away, please help us to watch over Collin, because when Collin's like this, he does crazy things.
I get lonely.
Yeah, but buddies, thank you for everything, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
Every choice we make